you, greet you, and express our respect for you and the people here. My name is Praveen. I am responsible for the electricity distribution for your state. Along with my team here, we wish to make you a brief presentation for an overview of how we would like to intend to take up the sector in the Ebonyi state in terms of its electricity supply and services to the next level as is intended vision of the development of the state as you carry. In order to structure the entire presentation and interaction, I have brought together a brief presentation. Maybe you would like to have a look at it, which will circulate to everyone. I'll just take you briefly through the presentation, sir. We are aligned in terms of the business objectives of sharing a common vision of the Ebonyi state. Under your regional leadership, we commit ourselves chairman of EEDC, and we as an EEDC are committed to build high-class, reliable, sustainable electricity infrastructure for the entire state, support the entire upstream sector. Some of the numbers are indicated in this slide next, which are the performance of electricity supply in Ebonyi state, which annually consumes about 135 million units, of which about close to 92 million units are billed. And with a billing efficiency of 73% and a bill amount collected of about 6.3%, we have an aggregate technical and commercial loss of the order of 52%. The help of the customers as well as our state government partners, as we see partners in progress. But as you may be aware, sir, we are currently in a very difficult situation of insecurities that impact the electricity distribution. Also, there is a whole lot of insecurity environment prevailing across our southeast region, and Ebonyi also is affecting residents of Ebonyi state at the levels where it becomes sustainable for growth. Therefore, we look at aligning the national electricity objective with the state objectives, which necessitates a localized state-centric approach as well, minimizing wasteful reform deficit disruptions and future restructuring of the EEDC, if required, to be state-specific requirements can be met. By doing a roadmap and implementation towards a successful, sustainable business orientation, we expect that a whole lot of capital investment is infused for development of the electricity sector. And
welcome you, the leadership and management of the ADC to our state today, market year 2023. It's supposed to be a very joyful moment for us to sit down and discuss with you. We would have been very delighted if what we expected is what we are getting. That would have made us to be very joyous and delighted to welcome you. First and foremost, I looked at the document, very well and articulated document. If you look at it critically, follow the implementation very strictly. It's going to develop a lot of places in this our nation, Nigeria. Particularly, sir, we are being confronted with serious challenges here in Ebonyi. And we have been bombarding the network manager with calls and inundating him with a lot of complaints. In fact, at the time we posted him out of this place to Abia, we couldn't allow him to stay in Abia State then. We also inundated him with serious complaints and so on and so forth. But it's gotten to a point that this issue of electricity is trying to elude us completely. When you don't have a guarantee that for a minute you will be right. But at the end of the day, even when you have card, your card is going. Within 10 minutes they will tell you don't have money again in the card. Why should you enjoy the right? Theft is like the order of the day. Business. And the ownership of the property is also a big trouble. Where politicians, government, and so on and so forth will make a lot of contributions in the industry. And nobody, no security of that property. Because the company is behaving as if they don't care. Whether there is light or no light, you will pay. You will pay. And no business can thrive that way. Because everybody talks about it today, and I agree to pay today because there is no alternative. Now there is a law removing this electricity from the legislative exclusive list to the legislative concurrent list. So some states, any state that you want, or individuals that you want, can get up and do their own. But ours is different. How? The chairman of EEDC is a principal leader of this country, especially our zone, the southeastern Nigeria. It's not ordinary stakeholder. They have made a lot of contributions to the development of our country. But we are not going to die because of that contributions. There's no way we face darkness, as if other places are facing light. So we are being confronted with that. And the depth in it that is drawing my attention and also confusing me is that the AEDC are part of it. If anybody vandalizes your transformer, the transformer you bought and put in your village, who is the buyer? Where are they going to send the fuse? And all the coins they collect from the transformer? Is either the staff of the EEDC are part of it, or their temporary staff are part of it. And the EEDC have not mapped out the procedure or put in place the security check on how, what to do to stop this. Because they are beneficiary. Because they are beneficiary. And the public are suffering it. The villages are suffering it. There's no village you go to today that is having light 24 hours. That is having light 10 hours in a day. That is having light. I don't think even in Abakaliki that you can have light 4 hours in a day. What is our sin? That is why we insisted when they came and they said the MD is not here. I have a lot of relationship with the chairman. I would have called the chairman that. But I said the MD must be here since the chairman is not going to make it. Because as a governor, I will not talk to someone that cannot take a decision. If after talking to you today and you didn't see difference, then we are going to act abnormally. Why? We can't fold our hand. We're elected to represent and speak and work for our people. We're their mouthpiece. We cannot allow them to suffer humiliation. Having spent their resources to pay for this, they should get value of what they paid for. That is our trouble, number one. The issue of theft, we should sit down to discuss it. When you live here, get the management down to discuss it. Let them discuss it. Because if the villagers contribute money to buy transformer, the EDC, who is the beneficiary, who's supposed to supply this transformer, who assumed the ownership of this transformer immediately after the installation, cannot provide security to take care of it. And they will come indirectly to vandalize it. If you can't sit down to talk about this, then people are losing confidence. There's nothing you tell them that will convince them. And we need to tell you the bitter truth today. There is no need of printing words at this moment, because we are getting to the ending point. A lot of people have gotten to the point of no return. There's nothing you do, they will talk about this again. They are looking for alternative. We have machines here. We did not install it. We have our autobahn machine here that can give light to the whole of the state. But we did not connect it to the national grid. Because our friend, our father, our brother, our great stakeholder is the chairman of the EDC. If he's going to have trouble, it shouldn't be from Ebonyi State. But there's no way anybody can intimidate us to this level. We are very much patient. We have taken a lot of things, and we don't know what to do at this moment. We need your help, seriously, especially in the long term. I'll tell you this again. Not only the vandalization of transformer, the copper wires are being vandalized, the cables are being vandalized every day. Every day. Every minute. That is going on. So, because we're concerned, and we should talk about it, then the issue of supply. I want you to look at the availability of energy. If you don't have the energy that is sufficient, because we don't have industry in the state that takes a lot of energy. So ordinarily people ought to be having light 24 hours. The former governor negotiated earlier on with him and your chairman, and we started having light then 18 hours, 20 hours. But all of a sudden, it is just like a joke. Today nobody can post for having a light for 4 hours. Even as we're here now, we're using jail. This is government house. We're using jail. Ordinarily, government house ought to be having light 24 hours, but we're using jail now. You'll be here and light will come. You'll find out that it's not going to stay for 10 minutes, and they'll take it. Tell me the guarantee. Tell me where we should build the confidence in that program. So, the supply is a very terrible problem to us. Now, maintenance of your property is not the job of the end users. But today, the end users are the ones maintaining your property. The end users are the ones maintaining your property. And I don't know why. It gives me a lot of confidence that yes, you have a vision, but you don't have the implementation capacity. You have a very fine vision when you look at it, but the implementation capacity is not there. Or the zeal, what if it's there? shown to us from our challenge. Thank you very much. Moving to your office for protest is the issue of overdoing. People talked about it, right? The issue of overdoing. We know you cannot sit down here and say it was going to stop. But sit down with the management, look at it. See the nature of the place and the results we are giving. Because the feedback ought to be equivalent to the results given. So, it's too much. It's too much, especially when somebody didn't get the value. You can take it to that place. You have to buy machines too. So if we need light, without even calling you, we can give light. Now, TCL is bidding 14 megawatts for us. We can give it to somebody else. We can say this because they are bidding 14 megawatts for us at the university. They are bidding 15 megawatts at Tomo area for us for the airport. For the airport. Yes.
That's the substation.
So, TCL is doing that for us. And they have sent some consultants and investors to us. In fact, the day they came with investors. People who want to take it too far and supply. They want us to go out of AEDs. And I quickly told them, well, I would have, but my brother is in AEDs. Do I have another job to give you? If you start him now, do I have a job to give?
No.
That is the only thing that is tying my hands. So thank you very much.